Look, I live here, which means my favorite late night sport is watching tourists try to survive Amsterdam after dark. And if you're trying to flirt while you're out, good luck with the Dutch dating culture. If a Dutch guy likes you, he won't buy you a drink to impress you. He'll just look you dead in the eye and say, "Your hair looks okay today. Want to split a burger?" It's brutally honest, aggressive equality. And yes, you are absolutely paying for your half of that burger. We don't do subtle hints or American-style romance here. But tonight, I'm giving you the ultimate survival guide by showing you this city in two completely different phases: before dark and after dark. First, we're going to walk through the bustling restaurant districts while the sun is still up, checking out where to eat before everything shuts down. Then, once the sun drops, we are heading straight into the main nightlife districts, packed with the real music clubs, wild bars, and pure chaos. Let's talk about how to actually party here without ending up as a cautionary tale on TikTok. First of all, if you come here between spring and summer, the sun doesn't actually set until like 10 p.m. glitch in the Matrix. You'll be sitting on an outdoor terrace, downing your third beer, thinking it's a casual 4 p.m. happy hour. And then you look at your watch and realize it's bedtime. The daylight literally tricks you into drinking for 12 hours straight. Let's talk about the midnight munchies, because the Dutch have a very specific, twisted relationship with the late night food. First of all, if you think you can just stroll into a supermarket at midnight to grab a sober-up snack, forget it. After 10 p.m., this entire country shuts down its grocery stores like it's the 1800s. Your only option is a night shop, where a bottle of water and a bag of chips will cost you the price of a small apartment. Before the city shuts down at 10, you've got to hit Damstraat. It's packed with cafes and restaurants. And while you're walking down Damstraat, you literally cannot miss the smell of the fries and churros shops. Now, Dutch fries, or patat, are a culinary religion here. They are thick-cut, crispy, and traditionally drowned in a massive dollop of mayo, not ketchup. A regular cone will run you about €5 to €7, depending on how many wild sauces you pile on top. Right next door, you'll see places frying up giant golden churros covered in Nutella for around €6, which is completely Spanish, not Dutch. But we love sugar after a few beers, so nobody is complaining. It's the ultimate grab-and-go fuel to line your stomach before the real nightlife chaos begins. Let's talk about the bill, because this is where Americans get completely blindsided. First rule, tipping is not mandatory here. Dutch servers get paid an actual living wage, so you don't need to do that stressful math at the end of the night. If the service was amazing, just round up to the nearest €5 or €10. But if you leave a 20% tip, your server might literally think you made a mistake and try to hand the money back to you. Also, keep an eye on the actual prices here on Damstraat, because it's right in the tourist center. A standard local beer is going to run you about €5 to €6. And a basic burger or plate of pasta is easily 18 euros to 22 euros. It's definitely a bit marked up, but hey, you're paying for the prime people watching before the clock strikes 10 and everyone scrambles for the vending machine walls. And now, the sun is down, the chaos has officially entered the chat, and we are in the absolute heart of Amsterdam's nightlife district. If you actually want to drink and dance like a normal human being, you head straight to Leidseplein or Rembrandtplein, which are packed with bars and clubs blasting everything from techno to hip-hop. But a quick reality check for my American friends. We don't do open bar tabs here. You don't hand over your credit card at 10 p.m. and forget about it. You just tap your phone for every single round of drinks. It feels like free money until you check your bank account the next morning and realize you bought shots for an entire bachelorette party from Liverpool. Also, if you're eyeing the massive music clubs like Paradiso or Melkweg, do not just show up at midnight expecting to buy a ticket at the door. Amsterdam's club scene is strictly pre-booked online weeks in advance. If you don't plan ahead, your epic night out will just be you, standing in a freezing line next to a canal, watching people who actually have their lives together walk right past you. And dress code? Leave the high heels and fancy suits at the hotel. The universal Dutch club uniform is sneakers and a black t-shirt. If you look too dressed up, the bouncers will literally assume you're lost or trying to sell them a retirement plan. Be nice to the door staff. No shouting, no aggressive pushing in line, and absolutely no visible drunkenness before you even get inside. The Dutch value respect and being normal. If you ruin the vibe, you're out. Keep your voice down in the streets. Amsterdam has a zero-tolerance policy for screaming, singing, or peeing in the canals. Do any of that, and the street wardens will slap you with a heavy fine before you can even say Proust. Always carry a physical ID. Digital copies on your phone won't cut it anywhere. And clubs will deny you at the door instantly, no matter how much you beg. All right. It's 4 a.m. The clubs are closing, and now comes the most dangerous mission of the night: actually getting back to your hotel. First rule of survival: do not look for an Uber. Amsterdam hates cars, so Ubers are rare, insanely expensive at this hour. And the drivers legally can't enter half the city center streets anyway. If you see an official taxi stand, yes, they are safe and regulated. But a 10-minute ride will easily cost you 30 euros or 40 euros, which hurts physically. If you're using public transport, remember that the normal trams and metros stop running around 12:30 a.m. After that, your only option is the Nachtbus, the night bus. They run once an hour, they are packed with people singing at the top of their lungs, and you can just tap your phone or card at the door to pay. But if you want to do it like a true local, you're walking or biking, just a massive warning, 4 a.m. is when the streets are taken over by drunk people who suddenly think they are Olympic cyclists. Keep your eyes peeled. Stay completely out of the red bike lanes and walk defensively. And look, if your hotel is across the water in Amsterdam North, do not panic and think you're stranded. The massive public ferries behind Central Station run 24/7. They are completely free, and watching the city lights from the water is honestly the perfect, sober-up end to a wild night. So, are you ready to brave the Amsterdam night? Or are you already crying in a bike lane? Smash that subscribe button, hit the like, and comment below if you've ever been personally victimized by Dutch dating. I'm off to go argue with a vending machine for a midnight snack. See ya!